It's a good job they can't see what I saw, and you're on mute, by the way. Oh, my goodness. What were you doing?
I don't know what you mean, sir. I was...
You didn't see it, did you?
I won't lie. There was part of it going, what the... What's he changed? I didn't see. What did you change?
I was watching you.
I was replying.
Yes, you was. And I thought, you're going to miss this. And
I missed it, didn't I? What was it I missed, Rob? Play it again. We'll watch it again. Let me see if I can see it. Go on.
No.
All right. What was it I missed? Play it again. They don't care. Play it again.
They put 13 comments in. They want us to get to their comments. I told you to pay attention. You was typing away.
Guys in the chat, would you mind if Rob played it again so I can see it and see what I missed? Just stop it when I get to the bit that we missed.
I told you to keep an eye on it.
Rob,
I saw you were typing away.
You know what? Hang on. I'm doing it myself. I don't care. I'm going to do it again. Let me find it. Where's the intro? Is that the intro? I don't know. I don't know what buttons he presses, guys. I don't. That's a simple intro. That's not the one. We're coming back up here. Is it going to be in intro? This one? We're not watching that. We don't need to see that. It's on his own laptop. That's why I can't watch it, people. He's such a miserable sod. I'm not bringing him back in. Hey, guys, welcome to Falls from Iron. Sod Rob, we don't want him. I'm going to try and kick him out and ban him for a couple more months. Who cares? Look, here. I'm going to change this. Hang on. We're doing some stuff. I hope you're all well. This is Rob. He's one of them. So we're going to bring him in. I hope he doesn't mind. Rob, your name is perfect for what you are right now. I'm going to take the lead on this. Bring your name up, Rob. Can we bring your name up? Let's get rid of the banner.
Well, you're taking the lead, so you can be.
Yeah, let's get rid of the. There's your name, Rob. There's your name, Rob. Have a little look at your name.
That's me. That's me.
We can't do.
Hang on, it's before 9 o'clock though. Is that allowed?
Yeah, we're gonna have to change that.
It's our last preview of the season, so we can have a bit of fun, can't we?
Listen. What do you mean? Have a bit of fun. ANK.
Do you need help spelling it?
No, I can't find the right
button. Are you going to do the comments?
No, you can. Go on. No,
you said you wanted to.
Listen, I've had enough of your bullshit. Just come on.
All right. Do you want me to let you in on it, or?
Yeah, please tell me, because you won't play it again because you're a miserable son. I've had several beers. I've got family over from America. I am not exactly sober. Okay.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go through the comments and see if anyone's let you in on it. Let's see. So we got Richard. He said evening.
I said evening, Richard. And to Budgie.
That was why you didn't see it.
Right. Blame them two. Blame Budgie and Mr. C, because I responded and said good evening to you both. Good evening, Becca. Nice to see you on the chat.
There was one clip that I've altered. There's one clip that I've taken out. And there's one clip that I've put in.
You need. What do you mean? Hold up. Who's this? Who was she fucking on about? She right.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Hang on. We're going to go in. We're going to go 3 dots. Put user in the timeout block. Right.
Oh okay. No.
I haven't. I'm not that harsh. What was it, Rob? You still not tell me? I'm waiting.
Okay. Do you remember the bit when Steve Potts came out to get his Hammer of the Year award in season 92-93?
Love Steve.
Sorry, Potsy, I love you if you get a chance to watch this. But I have put your little bit where you come running out to the centre circle. I have put that in the bin. I'm sorry. But Duke, in fairness, I've replaced him with someone that you rubbed shoulders with this time last week.
Was it Waldy or was it Slates?
Well, Waldy's already in there.
So that'd be Mr. Slates. Now, listen.
Which clip do you think?
Listen, I don't know, don't care. It's Mr. Slates, and he's a legend, right? Because I'm telling you, hold the phone. Hold it.
What?
That's your noise, woman. I want to go back to Gaz's comments. What?
Ooh.
Is this a jokey joke, or is this something quite serious?
I could actually see that because Everton have spent an awful lot of money. An awful lot of money.
Well, can I, if I may, Robert, don't worry about it. If I may, I want to quickly talk about something that there was a couple of occasions last night that that have obviously made the press this morning, and obviously we've spoken about in the chat. or at least one of them this morning. Obviously, a couple of things have happened over pitch invasions over the last few weeks, haven't it? So, or last couple of weeks, last week or so. So, obviously, we had the pitch invasion with UEFA, with the cup, and obviously we got bollocked for 3 people breaking down a barrier, and then we got 3 people. We got £100,000 fine for the pitch invasion against. Was it Frankfurt at home?
Was it Frank? No, it was Leon, wasn't it?
Was it Leon? So we had 3
Leon.
No, I think it was. I do
the
think
fella
it was,
got the
no. It might have been, yeah. And then obviously you see, can't even with you, Mr. Budge. Let's be nice. And then you have what happened in Frankfurt, where all their fans come on the pitch, and Antonio got abused and whatever.
Yeah, but that's UEFA, not Premier League.
No. But we were fined £100,000 by UEFA for 3 players going on the pitch, and yet Frankfurt look like they've got away scot-free, Rob. Like, I don't get that. There seems to be something strange going on. I'm not going to lie to you.
Some people might say it's because we're English and
we're
they don't like us.
We're fucking massive.
We couldn't possibly comment.
And then you have what happened with Forest. Is that right? Forest and
with Billy Sharp getting the nut stuck on him.
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't agree with what happened, but it also couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Okay.
But he was Sheffield United, so he was a prick to West Ham not so long ago, so I can't even be dealing.
He wasn't playing for him, though.
It doesn't matter. He was at Southampton and something happened and he got a West Ham player sent off, some bollocks.
Oh, that was the promotion season under Sam.
That was one. Now, that doesn't.
We will get talking about the game in a minute, people.
He doesn't. Listen, yeah, we will. He doesn't deserve that, whatever happens. And then something happened. The Port Vale game. The something to do with the ball boy, and was it the Port Vale manager or the Swindon manager goes up to the ball boy because the ball boy wouldn't give the ball back, and there's a bit of a scuffle, and then I think it was the Port Vale manager laid his forehead on a Swindon Town player.
Okay, I missed this.
And then what happened last night? You have what happened with Vieira, an Everton fan. Now, you know what? I'm not going to condone what Patrick Vieira did. Okay, for all intents and purposes, I'm going to sit here in my capacity speaking to the world and say it was wrong. What I'll say to you lovely people watching, and there's only now 15 of us because there's 13 in the chat and you and me, Rob, sitting there. The prick's lucky that Patrick Vieira decided that it was only going to be, let me try and trip you over. Because if I was in Vieira's shoes, I would have given the prick an absolute kicking. Like, you don't do that to someone in the street and expect to get away with it, Rob.
Nope.
It doesn't matter who Patrick Vieira is, a football manager, someone in the limelight. I don't give a monkeys. If you get up in my face and do this, you're going to get the shit kicked out of you. And I make Patrick Vieira right. I'm sorry. I don't care. What Patrick Vieira did was reserved considering what he could have done. I don't blame Vieira. In fact, part of me wishes Vieira had gone a little bit further and stuck the boot into the prick while he was on the floor.
Or spat at him.
Or wore a pair of studs and stamped on his fucking neck. Right? I don't care. That doesn't even bother me if it was. Like, the geezer's a scumbag as to what he done. And Irish Tommy says he's lucky that... Irish Tommy says he's lucky it wasn't Cluffy. I've got no time for it. And anyone saying that now says, Vieira should be banned, punished. No, he shouldn't. He should be given a fucking knighthood.
Fundamentally, that fan shouldn't have been there. That fan shouldn't have been there. Vieira's got every right to be there. The fan hasn't.
And it's the same as the people that absolutely berated Noble after the Burnley game for grabbing the geezer by the scruff of the neck and trying to drag him off the pitch. I make Noble right, and I've made no Oh, my mum's in the chat. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh,
Hello, Mum. Now,
Gillian.
you got to mind
Gillian.
your language.
No, I don't. Fuck off. You go away. Go drink your wine with Auntie Angela and Uncle Steve. They're only
can't
over
talk
here.
to her like
Oh,
that.
I can. Trust me. The amount of shit I've taken this afternoon.
You've at least got to say please.
All right, I won't lie to you. I'm expecting her to come through this door in a minute and come and make a cameo on the channel. This is what's going to happen now. She knows I'm on here. She's going to come up them stairs. She's going to be on, and you all get to meet Mama Jill. You get to meet Mama Duke, right? I can see it happening. She's going to come up. She's going to come through that door, and I'm going to go. You can deal with her, all right? So let's talk about Sunday, Rob.
Sunday.
But let's talk about why we're going a day early.
Well, okay. The reason we're going a day early is because tomorrow, me and the missus are buggering off to Twickenham. We're going to watch the rugby. We're going to watch Quins have got a game at HQ against Gloucester, and we've got tickets, so why not? We're going to watch people with funny shaped balls. So...
I mean, your missus has that on a daily basis, but that's fine. That's fine, Robert.
How many beers have you had? How much of this am I going to have to take?
Oh no, Budgie, don't encourage her. Please don't encourage her. Becca, don't you encourage her either, because that one came up here as well. Let's not give her the platform. She doesn't need YouTube.
Encourage her.
She
Guys,
does not need
encourage
a YouTube
her.
platform.
You know it makes sense.
Please don't. Joe,
she'll
if you're
cameo,
watching,
mate.
keep her downstairs.
She'll be in.
That's Logan. Logan, you going to make a cameo? You going to come and say hello?
Yay!
Hello, if you're watching. Yes, you're a good boy. And on Angela. Do you want to say hello? Yeah, look, jump in. Come on, say hello, Rob.
How are you, Logan? You good?
Yep.
Is your dad been behaving today?
No.
No, that's pretty standard, isn't it? Yeah, he'll tell you off for being naughty, won't he?
Mm.
Yeah. See, I reckon what you ought to do is have a word with your nan, right?
Yeah.
Nan's not allowed on.
And get her to stop his pockets, stop your dad's pocket money, because I know she still gives him a few bob. Are you going to take your dad's place then? Have I got to talk football with you, Lo?
I'll move.
No,
no,
I don't mind. You probably talk more sense than him.
He's waving.
Nah, see you later, mate. Right, okay, let's get down to it. So, tomorrow's Quins Gloucester. Sunday. We've already got European football in the bag. Done. Done. Now it's a question, can we upgrade from conference football, which I'm perfectly comfortable with. I'm not a snob. I'm cool with that.
Yep.
But can we upgrade it to Europa League? Can we finish 2 successive seasons top 6? Can we do it, Duke, against the team that in the Premier League era we've never beaten in the top flight?
I honestly think yes. I think Palace are going to learn from their absolute balls up of a result yesterday. I think they conceded 3 goals in about 16 minutes. Yeah, I think they're going to learn a lesson, Rob, and they're going to have. I think Vieira's going to, apart from taking a 12-match touchline ban for beating the shit out of a fan, I think he's going to have that team.
Call it beating the shit out of him.
Oh, mate, if I was in his shoes, I would have stamped on the little fuckers.
Oh yeah.
I think that they're going to come out. They're going to have a bit of a spanking. I think that they're going to have a little bit of a going on. And I tell you what, the upset that is going on in that Man United camp right now is interesting. It's going to be. I reckon. Oh shit, son! Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I've just seen a comment and I need to respond to the comment. Right, Gaza, you have no idea how true you really are. Right? Let me take a screenshot of this.
I thought it was the shovel.
No, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna send it to Joe and get Joe to send that to my mum. Right? When I was during
the war.
No. This was before I had my knee injury for football. So this would have been about.
You
13.
don't talk about this though, Duke.
No, not at all. I would have been about 13, right? And I was a pain in the ass.
No change there.
And I was sat on the sofa, or on the kitchen side at our old place, and my mum was talking to her next door neighbour, and I kept trying to interrupt. I kept trying to be a little bit of a shit and just being a teenage kid, and she pulled out a rolling pin and smashed me across my kneecap, Rob.
That's not allowed these days. That's called child abuse now.
She smashed me across the kneecap with a rolling pin to make me shut up.
Did it work?
18 months later, Rob, I suffered quite a severe knee injury.
Oh, you blaming it on the old girl, are you, with the rolling pin?
It was the same knee.
She put the weakness there.
Just saying that I reckon it was my mum's fault that my football career went up the spout. Yeah. Well, there you go. I mean,
the fact that you went one way and your knee went the other.
Nothing to do with that. My mum and a rolling pin. You see me rolling, waiting. Yeah, that's what it was. She absolutely clobbered me with a rolling pin to the point that when she bakes cakes now, Rob, her new husband Mick, when she says, "Can you get that box down for me off the top of the cabinet?" he goes, "Do you want me to get the Duke beater down?"
The Duke beater, Jesus.
That's what he refers to the rolling pin as, Rob, the Duke beater. So,
I have no response that I can offer. Have no response that I can offer.
I'm having nightmares tonight because Gaza has just given me flashbacks. Flashbacks, Robert, flashbacks. Thank you, Gaza.
Let's I'll tell you what, before we get into it, guys, these are your officials. Kevin Friend might not be our friend. Who knows? We'll wait and see. But he's the guy that's officiating this match. He's the man in the middle, the guy with the whistle and the cards. His assistants are Matthew Wilkes and Steve Meredith. The fourth official is Andy Davies. The VAR is Simon Hooper. And the assistant VAR is Mr. Simon Beck. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get down to it and let's go with our starting 11 prediction. Okay, there it goes. I'll tell you what, let me get rid of that banner. That one always just gets in the way. Okay, this is what I suspect that David Moyes is going with on Sunday, Duke, and you can tell me what you think of my predictions. Lucas Fabianski in goal, a back four from left to right of Aaron Cresswell, Kurt Zuma, Craig Dawson, and Vladimir Soufal. Declan Rice and Thomas Soucek, the double pivot with Declan Rice wearing the captain's armband. Pablo Fornals on the left, Jared Bowen on the right, Lando Lanzini in the 10 position with Michael Antonio as the number 9. Duke, what say you?
Wrong.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure. I need to look into it a bit more, bearing in mind I apologise that I've been on the alcoholic beverages so far today.
Have you?
And my aunt and uncle are over from America, so we've had a bit. Now, if what I've read is correct, Areola needs to play one more league game to kick in the obligation or the reason to sign.
Yep.
I'm not quite sure how much of that I believe because I'm not quite sure how much of that I need to believe because I thought, oh, no.
What? Has someone just walked into your pub?
No, someone's walked into the flat. Oh, it's great. It's okay. It's fine. I thought it was someone else. I believe that we only need to play him once.
Hang on. Ta-da!
Look, Mrs. Graham's arrived.
Yeah, Jill, how are you?
Can you hear him? Do you want earphones?
No, I can't hear him. You can tell me what this is. Hi, Rob.
Jill, tell me about this Duke beater. We need to know.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Rolling pin.
Oh, yeah, well. Rolling pin, right, okay. Do you want it from the start?
Yeah, why not?
Basically, well, when you tell your young child not to interrupt because I was talking and he carried on, and I said, if you don't stop interrupting me, I'm going to hit you and with the rolling pin. And he went, like you would. Never underestimate the mother. So I just whacked him across the knee with the rolling pin. And unfortunately, Rob, I've got to say, he's had troubles with his knee since.
Yeah. Well, no, but it's not your fault.
No, it's not my fault.
No,
No,
he should have
no.
kept his mouth shut, quite frankly.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said all the way along.
No sympathy.
Well,
no,
no,
no
said
sympathy
Peter.
at all.
It all
Listen,
started
no,
back in
if
the
he-
50s. You're right.
Jill, if
Yep.
he wants sympathy, right, I'll give him a piece of advice. He can find it in the dictionary, and it's roughly halfway between shit and syphilis.
That's exactly right. Yes, I am totally with you, Rob. Yep.
Yeah.
So I
Anyway.
just thought I'd come on and say hi to everyone. You know, it could be his second stalker or his third stalker. Who knows? I don't know. You know.
Last preview of the season, and we've stitched him right up.
Yeah.
Like a kipper.
Yeah. But they're going to win this weekend. I've got my heart set on it.
Yeah, no, we need to beat them for the first time in the Premier Leagues, but
Emma.
that run's got to end at some point, hasn't it?
It has. Yes. You are right. So we'll be there. But on
Good,
that
good.
note, I'm going back to my family downstairs. Duke's saying, "Thank Christ for that." Yeah.
Is the wine flowing?
Yes.
Good,
I think
good.
I've had too much now, though. So
Oh,
you know.
no. Pour yourself another big one. Don't worry about it. You've earned it. Just think of all the years that you've had to put up with him.
Yeah, and it ain't stopped yet.
No, I know. Don't worry. Don't worry. It'll all come good in the end, I'm sure.
But listen, you know what? It happens, doesn't it? You have family, you got to stick by them,
Oh,
regardless.
fucking don't I know it.
No, I always say about my kids, you know, if
I
ever they're
love
sort of like they're acting
Sharky.
up.
Sharky's lovely. I like that, you know.
He's a good lad, Sharky.
He's a good lad. Hello, Sharky. I'm thinking of you, Sharky, all right?
Lucas is with a G, not a J.
I'm gonna lose.
I think she'll forgive you though.
Yeah, I will. No, you know what? No, it isn't. Jill. If it's
Spelled wrong.
Gillian, no, if it's Gillian, it's with a G. If it's Jill, it's a J. So you know what, Lucas, I can cope with that.
That's
Yeah.
all right. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't sure if you'd object.
Duke's face is it. You know?
Look. His face is almost as red as the West Ham shirt. Well, not red, but claret.
Well, that is true, actually. Yeah. All right, love you and leave you. All right.
Take care, Jill.
Yep, you too, and I'll stalk you for the next week, maybe.
Why not? I think we're going to go live again Monday. So if you're passing by on Monday, please feel free.
No, actually, I'm off
Julian.
tomorrow. I'm going to Norway tomorrow on a cruise. Just want to get that in there, you know.
Oh,
so
very nice. How the
Yeah.
other half live?
yeah, I know. Green Street,
Yes, Budgie.
Green Street Elites, perfect. Love you
Budgie.
too, Budgie, perfect.
Oh, fuck me, Logan.
All right,
Come
got
around this
Logan
side.
here now as well. He's come to say bye, Mama.
Family
Bye,
affair.
Flo. All right, look at this. All right, catch up with you later.
All right. Take care,
All
Jill.
right, cheers.
Bye now.
Bye.
You know.
Oh, I need
Yes,
this.
darling. What, babe? Yeah, I'm coming. Look, I've got it on there. Look. See? We are there.
Duke, you were saying?
See,
I
Duke?
wasn't.
I'm more
I was
famous than
saying
you
thanks
now.
for everyone for coming, and it was a really good show, and I believe that's the end. Thank you, and where's the end? No, we're not leaving yet, are we? For fuck's sake!
Right. You said
Oh.
I was wrong. Continue.
Yes. From what I've been told, and I've seen a couple of comments because everyone is absolutely loving on my mum right now.
Piling into you, mate.
You've not had to live with her. She's an absolute fucking nightmare. Let her go. Jesus wept. No, someone commented earlier about Mark said if Areola has a one-match contractual reasons, it wouldn't be left out in the last game. Listen, I'm only saying what I've read a little bit on social media is that he has one left, and I don't know if it's true. And that's all these rumours that he's signing over the summer and it's going to happen. I don't know what's true and what's not on that. I can't tell you. I don't know how much of it. Oh, Sharky, stop it! I don't know how much of it's true. Yes, she's going to Norway with the rest of the fucking orcas, the killer whales. That's where she's going. She's going swimming. Hopefully, ends up stranded on a beach somewhere, like the rest of the killer whales.
Oh, you can't say that.
No, I can. She's my mum. She's a whale. It's fine. I can get away with that shit. No, I'm not sure if that's true. If it is, then I can see him starting, so it kind of makes those contractual obligations a little bit better. But then on the funny side of things, on the other side of it, I don't know if we're going to try and get him for a little bit cheaper. So then we don't play him, and then whatever the obligation to buy price was, we can try and drop it by a few million. I don't know.
No, that doesn't sound like a David Sullivan tactic, surely.
I'm going to call you a fucking liar. Sharky, she's really not. She really isn't. Please don't encourage her because I can see it happening more and more often. She'll end up in a chat. We don't need that crap in my life. I've got rid of her once. It's amazing. Other than that, Rob, I'm looking at it and going, you know what? Yes.
Too much information, Hammerhead. I've now got an image in my head. Please don't.
The concern was he went to the shower when my mum came on. I'm not quite sure what I'm meant to do with that information. I feel really uncomfortable. No, other than that, that's what I'd expect to see, Rob. It's Mama Duke would get more views, just like Mama Cox gets more views over on West Ham Unofficial. I'm just saying.
Okay, fair.
Love
Okay,
you,
let's move on to what I predict as the Brighton team. Now, it's the same team that went in their last match in the Premier League. Robert Sanchez in goal, who now does have a full Spanish cap because he was actually eligible to play for England because his dad's English.
Was he the spoonhead that played against Man United the other week?
Spoonhead?
Can we get rid of Areola and sign him? Because I thought he was.
He's a very good goalkeeper.
He was superb against United, and I'd take him all day long. I'd rate him highly. He's a very, very. No one needs a little Jill in their lives, but please, mate, please don't fucking do it. No one needs any kind of Jill in their life. Trust me. Yeah. I'd take him, mate. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah, he's a good goalkeeper.
Carry on.
Well, I think he's fairly likely to be between the sticks unless something very strange happens. Back three: Cucurella, Dunk, the captain, and Veltman. Trossard as the left wing back, March as the right wing back, Caicedo and Bissouma as the central mids. McAllister, not McAllister, McAllister. There has to be that little pause. Yes, he's Argentinian, but he's of Scottish/Irish descent, hence the surname.
Oh, he's all kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Gross and Welbeck as the number 9. However, WHUFC is apparently fit. He might replace Caicedo, but we'll wait and see. But that's largely what I think the 11 will be that Graham Potter kicks out against us. Again, your thoughts, Duke?
I was, as you were reading the names out, mate, and I was looking and going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd take 5 of that team.
Okay, go on. Who?
Well, Sanchez would be one that I'd take.
Ahead of Areola?
They're bloody damn close, Rob.
Yeah, I don't think there's much in it.
Really
I think Sanchez is younger.
If you're looking at a left back, you can't go far wrong with Cucurella. I think he's been outstanding. He was certainly Casey. You don't budge, please don't. Please don't, Budgie. You don't need that shit. If you thought mine was bad at 3 hours, you don't need Mamaduke. You don't need that shit. Cucurella and Dunk, actually, I'd take both of those. I think they're very good. Cucurella is outstanding. Dunk, I think, would fit right in. Sanchez is good. Trossard, Rob, I really do rate Trossard quite highly. And then Basuma. I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff that's linking us with. There's a lot of stuff that's linking us with Calvin Phillips, and again, we were linked quite vehemently today in the press with both Calvin Phillips and James Ward-Prowse in today's press. Yes, I would take both. James Ward-Prowse. I'd most definitely would. I'd take Phillips, but if Phillips isn't the option, or dependent on cost, Basuma would be an absolutely fucking banging way to go. Trossard, if fuck's sake, Budge. Trossard, if again, cost compared to Lewis Potter or the other options, Trossard is a brilliant option now. And to be honest with you, they're the 5 that I've gone for with Sanchez, Cucurella, Dunk, Trossard, and Basuma. Pascal,
how about Lamptey? Because he's not been starting in the last couple of games.
Listen, he's got to stay. I think. He's got to stay at Brighton until next year, so Danny Welbeck can do another, parent-teacher association thing with him. That was amazing. I'm not going to lie. That was absolutely brilliant. Whether you guys saw it or not, Danny Welbeck put on his social media another great, what was it, like a parents' evening review, and there was a picture of him and Lamptey, which I thought was brilliant. I like Lamptey. I do. I just don't know where he fits at his age.
Don't need a right back, do we?
No, and that's the issue. But no, with Dunk, Sanchez, Cucurella, Trossard, and Basuma, Gross would be a choice for a backup to Bowen, I suppose. Or, heaven fucking forbid, a replacement for Bowen.
No, don't. 31.5. I think I saw was the price tag Liverpool would put on him. I'm like, really?
Heaven forbid, Robert. I said heaven forbid. But the other 5 would be where I'd go. If I had to pick 6, he would be the extra body that comes in. I think he's a banging player. And then maybe Lamptey in a year or 2.
Out of that 11, though, who's the player that you think that we have to put the biggest block on? Which one's the one that you think is key to their success ahead of all others? If you had to pick one.
What player's key to their success?
Yeah, of that 11 I've put out, if that's the 11 that takes the field on Sunday, which is the one that you think Moyes has got to say, listen, that's their danger man. Everything goes through that player. Shackle that one and...
See, now you're talking in an attacking sense, and for me, it would be...
If that's aimed at us, Budgie, I think I did. I think this is the one you sent us a WhatsApp about a week ago. I'm up for it, mate. Just tell me what's what and when and all that. And yeah, if I can fit it in, mate, I'm happy to help.
Give me some more info. Yes, go back to their squad, Rob. My brain's gone dead.
What, the Brighton 11?
Yeah. Take time. It's fine.
It's there.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, Budgie said Basuma. Basuma's more their defensive. He's their Declan Rice. And yeah, going forward, not so much. but you've got to try and break past that prick defensively, and he's solid, he's strong. There's a reason that the clubs that are being priced out of Declan Rice are looking at Bissouma, but Trossard on the left is going to be a pain in the arse. He's going to be coming up against possibly Soufal, possibly Johnson, possibly Fredericks. Who knows which way we're going with this? Well, for me, he's a pain in the arse. He's a pain in the arse, Trossard, and he's the one I'd be questioning myself as to how we stop him, because I'm not saying he makes them tick, but he's a pain in the arse and can cause us issues.
Yeah. Well, that's our record in our last 10 against Brighton.
Oh, stop that. Get rid of it, because it depresses me. Well,
no. But all I'll say, because I know what everybody says. We haven't beaten them, blah, blah, blah. It's going to, that run will end at some point.
Yeah, but
it will end at some point.
Is it going to end? Right. So after tomorrow, when we do this next season, for the first game against them next season, okay, are we now going to be looking at another L to replace the W, or are we going to be looking at another D to replace the W? Because that's my worry, is we know that we're going into tomorrow's game against Brighton, knowing that if we can get 3 points and Man U don't match it, we get Europa League.
Yep. Well, it's real simple. We have to win.
Now,
it's real simple. A draw isn't enough.
So we have to win.
Yeah.
But that concerns me, Rob. They are our bogey shit bastard side. Right. I'll tell you what, they're our new Everton with Lukaku.
Yes.
That's what they are.
But at some point, it will come to an end.
Yes, after Lukaku left. They don't have a Lukaku, so I don't know who has to leave for them from them for us to beat us.
I'll tell you what we could do, because there was something about Tottenham have got food poisoning or something again.
Oh, I tell you what.
Can't we just get their chef to sort of go down to the Amex stadium and sort of kick him a few lasagnas out or whatever?
Please. I don't remember the 6-0.
I do. Wasn't it Matchday got a hat-trick?
You were 52 at that point, Robert.
It was only 2012, for goodness sake.
Hence the reason I said 52.
10 years. Good.
Hence the reason I said 52.
Your maths is terrible, young man.
I don't think it is, 64-year-old.
Steady.
62-year-old.
I don't know. But no, listen. I'm a big believer. You and I've said this many times on the channel.
Yeah.
If you believe you can, if you believe you can't, either way you're right. If we go into anything going, oh shit, well, you're probably already sort of like putting yourself under pressure before you've even kicked a ball. Let's be completely honest. If you go into it with a bit more of a positive mindset and go, okay, yeah, but that's the past. This is a different set of circumstances. We've got a few different players. They might have a few different players. It's a new day. It's a new game. And we're going to go for it. And like I say, we need to win. A draw, we know, ain't going to upgrade us to Europa League. And like I say, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here after the game's done. And if we don't get the result, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh dear, we're in the Conference League. That's not good enough. Blah, blah, blah. I'm perfectly comfortable with Conference League. Not a problem. 6th and 7th in consecutive seasons in the top flight. Thank you very much. But like I say, if we've got any chance of beating
Sharky, please.
We've got to attack it with a positive mindset. It's no good going in there all defeatist. Might as well not turn up. Put out our best team. Put them out with the mindset of, guys, it's in your hands. Win this game, and you've given yourself a chance of Europa League football. It might not happen because Man United might get a win at Palace as well, in which case it doesn't matter. But we've done our bit. That's all we can do.
Well, Ian says it there. We haven't lost. We haven't lost since 2018 against them. And then
Yeah.
Gazza says it's taken the Sages to win at Anfield, and I never thought that was going to end. So, Jesus Christ. Fucking balloons. That was a balloon that just went bang. He's just scared the
I
shit out of
thought
me.
it was just a normal Friday night in Lewisham.
Can you hear me?
Why do you think he's got Europe's largest police station next door?
Right next door to me. Goes 4 stories underground, Rob. They've got room
does.
for 200 horses over here. It's embarrassing. No, listen. I mean, you can only beat what's in front of you.
Hmm.
And tomorrow, Sunday, we
It's
have
only
to.
doing it a day early, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. No, Sunday we have to. Sunday doesn't matter. We have to. Now,
Yeah.
go with what Sharky says, and we're in Europe no matter what. As Ian says there, it's a win-win situation. Yeah, we're already there. What does it matter if we go out and lose 2-0, 3-0? Doesn't. We're still in Europe next season, and I'm inclined to agree with Ian there. I'd quite happily go all in and go balls to the wind. Fuck it, what you got. If we lose 1-0, so be it. If we win 4-0, even better. If Man United lose 2-0 at Palace and Patrick Vieira storms onto the pitch and headbutts someone, then even better. But yeah, it's just one of them, isn't it? It's kind of not quite a dead rubber, but is a dead rubber. Do you know what I mean? It's a strange.
It's a dead rubber in terms of qualification for Europe because we've already achieved that
Yeah.
objective. But I do want us to finish 6th if we've got the opportunity to do it. I do want us to try and get Europa League, upgrade our competition in Europe. Like I say, I've got no problem with the Conference League. I'm not a snob. But if there's an opportunity to play Europa League instead of Conference League, take
Hold
it.
up. Can I ask Lucas for his clarification there? He says there's no reason to go balls to the wall, but he'd rather lose 4-1 than 1-0.
I think I'd rather lose 4-1 if it was a 4-1 where we was looking like we was trying to win it.
Yeah,
rather than a 1-0 that we were just playing damage limitation. I get his point.
If it's 1-0 with 8 minutes to go and we decide to go all in and go, oh shit, we've conceded one, let's try and go again. Oh shit, we've conceded another one. Oh shit. You know, then yeah, if that's what he's getting at, then that's fantastic. Yeah, man, you will always keep an eye on the scoreboard, Wally. That's what they do. Like, listen, the fans will let them know. If I may, no reason. Yeah, good man. When are you going back to DC, by the way?
It's about another week, isn't it?
I was talking to my family from America about you actually today. Can I go to Sharky's comment and comment on Jones there as well? Yes, I think Leeds are going to be the ones to go. They're the ones in the more serious predicament. If
well, they could win and still go down.
Yeah. I hope they do.
What, go down?
Yeah.
Okay, go on. What's your reasoning?
Well, that there's £30 million release clause on 2 of their players, Rob, and we're interested in both of them. Yes, selfishly, yes, Calvin Phillips. We were linked with him heavily again today. We were linked with him heavily in January, by the way, which I announced on this channel. Was it 50, 55 and 60 million pound bids, to which Leeds came back and said on the 60, come back to us in the summer.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of balls that up because now he's on a relegation release clause of 30 million quid, same as Rafinha. Now, Rafinha will be going to.
Oh, fresh! Don't start him off. Don't start him off.
Yes, Fresh is right. I saw that. Fresh is so right, and I make him right. No, his release clause is 30 million quid, Rob, and we were linked with him massively today, along with James Ward-Prowse. So it's interesting. Ian says there the only drawback of conference is we have to go for a playoff doubleheader in August.
Burford.
But
I've
I'd
actually
take
already
that.
had a look at that, and I've worked out that when the playoff, the 2 legs are, I'm actually on annual leave at that point. So I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, do you know what? I fancy a trip to Azerbaijan. Why not?
Yes, I make you right.
Do you fancy coming?
No,
Oh, no sense of adventure, you.
I don't want to die in the back roads of some random fucking country, Robert. I'm
I
not
came
ready.
back from Lyon in one piece. I came back
That's
from Frankfurt in one piece, despite all the junkies.
Neither of them are back roads countries, Robert. We're going to be going to Azerbaijan, some random
Belarus.
yeah. Chances are I'm not coming home because I'm going to be a dick.
No, they're not, Peter. They actually got relegated, didn't they? Astra
They?
Gugu. Yeah. They got relegated. So we'll play another team of Romanian carpet fitters. There you go.
I'll go anywhere but
Yes,
Russia.
Tom. Yes, we would have to qualify. There's a 2-legged playoff that you have to negotiate before you go into. It's funny because the weaker teams, in essence, in European terms, actually get a bit of a leg up in the conference. Does that kind of make sense? If you look at the way it's structured, the teams that come from leagues like, I don't know, Greece or wherever, get a little bit more priority in the Conference League than teams from England, France, Spain. It's just the way it is. Faroe Islands, yeah.
Gibraltar. We'll go Gibraltar, Rob. I'll go Gibraltar with you.
Lincoln Red Imps. Do you remember them?
Yes.
They beat Celtic a few years back.
They did.
Lincoln Red Imps. Trip to Prague. Prague, isn't that where the final of the Conference League is? It is, isn't it?
Might be.
In fact, I think, is it Slavia or Sparta Prague's home ground? It's one of them. That's where the final is. But if we actually manage to upgrade and get into the Conference League, that's the Puskás Arena, I think, in Budapest.
Yeah.
So, which has got a bigger capacity. So it'd be nice to get in there. But listen, like I say, I'm not a snob, mate. If we get Europa League, if we get Conference League, when was the last time in our 126, 127 year history that we have qualified for back-to-back European campaigns via our league placing?
Well, no, but I agree with Fresh that Kajagoogoo were relegated out of the Czechoslovakian league this season, so we won't have to play them.
They're Romanian.
Oh, Kajagoogoo?
Yeah.
Do you know who Kajagoogoo are, Rob?
They're a 1980s pop band.
Okay, I just
wasn't it Limahl?
Who?
Limahl. He was the lead singer in Kajagoogoo, wasn't he? It was Limahl.
I'm gonna say okay.
And wasn't he in The Never-Ending Story?
Fuck
or am I
off.
getting completely muddled up there?
Listen, I tell you what. As a kid growing up watching Never-Ending Story, old Princess, she was a fitty. I can say that because I grew up watching her. She's still a fitty now, Rob.
I've got a vague recollection that I watched it when I was a kid. I don't think it's a film that I ever really sort of went, I must watch that again.
Google Never-Ending Story Princess 2022.
Okay, hang on. All right. Hang on. All right, bear with me, people. Hang on.
I'm going to do it as well.
Never-ending. And in fact, any of you guys fancy doing this? Just in case. Never-ending Story what?
Princess. 2022.
2022. This better be worth it.
She's still now. She's stunning. She is.
Hang on, that's her as a child. That's. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, don't do that, Rob.
Oh, hang on.
Go to her name's Tammy Stronach and look at her IMDb picture. Even now, she's got something going on.
Oh no. Yes. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's not a patch on the present Mrs. Gates. It has to be said. But
well done, sir. Well done, sir. Well done.
Has to be
round of applause for Robert for getting himself out of the doghouse this evening.
Yeah.
Well done, Robert.
Listen, she's not here. She's not here, and she doesn't watch this shit. So
that's fair enough. Yeah,
but yeah, I'll tell you what. I've seen a lot worse. A lot worse. See, there you go. See, Little
Limbo.
factoids. I do have them. Sinobo Stadium in France. In France? Prague, sorry. 2023 Conference League. As I say, is that the
Well,
Sparta Prague or Slavia Prague's home ground?
as Ian says, it only holds 20,000.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
What's the fucking point in that?
So what if we get to the final, and I know we're sort of
3,000,
looking,
4,000?
yeah, it won't be much. Won't be much. Mind you, Prague's a nice place to go, as I am told. Oh,
You know
dear.
what? You know what? I'm going to go now.
No, you're not.
I'm going to go
No.
now. And you know what, Budgie? I noticed that as well. I noticed that he called her the present Mrs. Gates.
What?
Like there's someone waiting in the wings to be the next Mrs. Gates.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
That's
not saying
not
that
how
at
you
all.
came across by saying the
You know,
present.
No. Listen.
Was there a former?
I can't tell what's going to happen in the future, can I?
Was there a former
Why
Mrs.
do
Gates?
I look like fucking
Was there a
Mystic Meg?
former? Was there a former Mrs. Gates?
Not yet.
Oh, he said it, Budge. Do you hear that? Budgie, call him on it. He said it,
What?
Budge.
What?
Not yet.
I can't tell the future. She's the present Mrs. Gates. You know.
Shocking. Right, come on. Let's wrap this shit up. I've got to go have a beer with my family before they go home.
Have
They're all
you?
coming up the stairs. My uncle's up here now.
See, Sharky's sticking up for me. He knows where I'm coming from. It's nothing personal. It's business. Right. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm going to press this button here. And you guys in the live chat, I want your involvement with this. And here comes Logan. He's going to get involved as well.
No,
okay,
he's pissed
dude.
off.
I enjoy walking up here.
Everyone's here now, Rob. It's great.
Yay! They're all getting their moment on YouTube, mate.
He's gone.
Bring everyone in. Okay, so
I'm
dude,
going 3-0, Robert.
3. Oh wow, 3-0.
Oh, what? Rob, you've gone. What's happened?
What? What? I'm here.
There you are. I had to unplug. I've gone 3-0 West Ham.
Jesus, I wasn't expecting that. I got to say. Go on. What makes you so so confident?
Because we want Europa League next season. So
You
we're
think
gonna
that
go and we're going to win 3-0.
we've got more to? You think we're going to sort of like this? We've got more to go for than they have.
Yeah.
Well, Budgie's going 1-0 to the Cockney boys. Ian's going 3-1 to the mighty Hammers. Sharky's going 2-0. Everyone's confident. Everyone's confident. Pete says both our match and Man United's matches will be draws. So near yet so far. Is it? I'll tell you what. Is it? Because some people, I know the pessimists, will turn around and say because we were battling for fourth, we should have been higher up the table if we decide to strike a yada, yada, yada. You know how it goes. Is it? Are they right? Are we wrong?
No.
Gaza says 2-1 to the Hammers.
No.
Lucas says 2-1 to the Irons. Oh, hello. Hang on. Joan, she thinks same as you. She thinks it's going to be by a 3-goal margin.
Good girl. Go on, Joe.
Good
So does
girl.
Wally.
Mark says Antonio getting 2 in a 2-1 win. Wally's going 4-1. West Ham. Ooh, nice. Words and Pictures gone 3-2 West Ham. Everyone reckons we're going to win. Is that a good thing? I don't know.
Confidence is a virtue, Robert. And I think we've got enough to do it tomorrow.
This is
Sunday.
the one that I love. Please. Please. Let it be that Noble gets the goal that gets us 6th place and Europa League football. That'd be special, wouldn't it? Top bins. I mean, I said it last week, and that would have been great. But you was a wreck last week, wasn't you?
Yeah, I was. I was a mess. I'm not going to lie. It was hard to watch, and I was.
Will he get on tomorrow? Do you think?
I hope so. For him, I hope so.
550. Really, that's not bad.
Right, Robert, I've got to call it a day, son. I've got everyone trying to get me to go downstairs for my family before they disappear home. So
I'm going to go 2-0. I'll get it out there. I'm going to go
Let's do
2-0
it.
because they haven't really got anything. Matt's gone West Ham 1-0 from a Chelsea fan.
Thank you, Matt.
Did that hurt, Matt? Did that hurt?
Probably not.
Appreciate it, Matt. Thanks for getting involved, mate. I do appreciate it. Joan says she's feeling very confident.
Fair play, Joan. I like it.
Well, as I say, I'm going 2-0. And before we wrap it up, Duke,
Yes.
I'm going to bring people's attention to the Iron Supporting Food Banks.
Yes,
And I'm going to
shout.
also just get this shared with the people, because if people don't know where it is, that's the website in question. And as you can see, it's a nice, beautiful website. As it says, they're raising 10,000 for Newham Food Banks. And basically, it is for families in the Newham Borough area, so where West Ham are essentially based, for families that are having problems in this cost of living crisis. They can't maybe feed their family as readily as maybe the likes of you and I can, who are, don't get me wrong, we're all feeling the squeeze, but some families feel it a little bit more than others. So guys, that is the website in question. And what I am going to do for you guys to give you maximum opportunity to help this particular fund out is in the comments section. I am going to copy and paste and put that out there for your attention. It's in there in the live chat. You can go click on that, go to there. Even if you put a £5 in, a £1, £10, whatever's comfortable for you. As I say, there's some families out there that are really struggling to put food on the table for their kids. And in the 21st century, I just don't think that that's something that should happen in this country. So Matt says it did. Matt from Bulham visited New Pub a few weeks back for Chelsea West Ham game.
I know Matt, and now he said it. Yeah, I know Matt. He used to he drinks in the Bull, where I came from.
He misses you.
He's a Chelsea fan. He's a really nice guy. There was Matt and a couple of others that came in. They were in for the Chelsea game, which upset me slightly. But it was nice to see some familiar faces. I was actually in the Fighting Cocks, Rob, today down at Horton Kirby, and
nice.
There was a couple of people in there that were regulars out of the Ball that I saw, which was quite cool. Said hello to a few familiar faces. So, Matt, thank you, my man. It was good to see you. Lucas, I see you put that in there a minute ago. I hope to see you before you go home, back to Washington DC. It would
Don't
be nice.
A stranger, mate.
And I mean, listen, it's good to have all these people backwards and forwards. It's good to have the chat and stuff. And it's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
and this
absolutely.
will be our last review of the season, Robert.
On
one more
Monday.
One more,
maybe.
One more. Although this is the preview, got one more review, and then we've got something lined up for the summer. So watch this space.
What could he mean?
I have no idea.
No, me neither. Right. Okay, guys, usual little bit of housekeeping. Please don't forget to like, comment on and share this stream to your social media platforms. You'd be surprised how much that small act can help. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell icon for alerts on new content as and when it's uploaded to the channel. As always, we thank you very much indeed for your support in this endeavor. And Duke, for the final time this season, Matchday 38 of 38. This is our last preview of the season. What are we, my friend?
Fucking massive.
There you go. We'll see you on Monday for hopefully a successful review when we've got 3 points, 6th place for the second consecutive season, Europa League football in the bag. Shit or bust time. Bring it home, David Moyes. Bring it home, Declan Rice. Finish your career on a high, Mr. Mark Noble. Get your 550th appearance. Bring it home. Come on, you Irons. Let's do it. Come on.